Every 11 seconds in the US, a senior is rushed to the ER because of a fall, and most of them thought their balance was just fine. In today's video, we're going to uncover why balance quietly fades after 60, the hidden systems inside your body that control it, and the overlooked habits that may be putting you at risk without you even realizing it. I'll also share 5 powerful science-backed ways to restore stability so you can move confidently without the constant fear of falling. Stay with me until the end, because the last strategy is rarely mentioned in doctors' offices, yet it may be the single biggest factor that protects your independence. I'm Dr. Eli Morgan, and after decades of caring for older adults, I've seen firsthand how quickly balance can decline, and how quickly it can be rebuilt when you know where to start. Section 1. Strength and muscle loss. The silent thief of balance. Most people assume balance problems begin in the inner ear or eyesight. But the truth is, the fastest way balance disappears is through quiet muscle loss. Starting in our 40s, we lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass every decade. By 70, if nothing is done, the loss is so steep, it directly weakens our ability to stay upright. Take Margaret, age 74. She walked her dog every single morning, convinced that this daily routine was enough to keep her fit. Yet one afternoon, while lifting a basket of laundry, her arms trembled, her knees buckled, and she collapsed onto the floor. Luckily, she wasn't badly hurt, but she was stunned. How could someone active every day still lose so much stability? Her doctor explained what many seniors don't realize. Walking moves your body forward, but it doesn't challenge the very muscles that keep you from falling sideways or catching yourself when you stumble. This is the silent thief called sarcopenia, age-related muscle decline. It targets your thighs, hips, glutes, and even the deep core muscles that hold you steady. And here's the hopeful part. Muscles respond at any age. Even in your 70s, studies show that strength training for just 12 weeks can rebuild as much as a decade of lost muscle. The fix doesn't require a gym. Start with chair squats while brushing your teeth, wall push-ups when waiting for the kettle, or lifting light household items like water jugs. These small challenges send powerful signals to your body to grow stronger again. Quick self-test. Sit in a sturdy chair. Cross your arms over your chest. Now stand up without using your hands. If it feels shaky, your muscles are waving a red flag. The sooner you act, the faster you regain freedom. If this first step hits home, type strength first in the comments. And let's keep building. Section 2. Balance system training, reclaiming the skill you forgot. Most seniors assume that balance is automatic. If you've been walking your whole life, why would it suddenly vanish? But balance is not a permanent gift. It's a skill, and like any skill, it fades when we stop training it. Here's a sobering truth. For adults over 65, falls cause more hospitalizations than strokes or heart attacks combined. And yet most of those falls could have been prevented with simple balance drills. Consider Thomas, a 77-year-old retired teacher. He'd spent decades standing in front of classrooms, never thinking twice about his stability. Then one rainy morning, while stepping off a curb, his foot hesitated. He stumbled, caught himself at the last second, and was left shaken. His physician didn't prescribe medication. She prescribed practice. Thomas began standing on one leg while brushing his teeth, walking heel to toe across the hallway, and trying gentle side steps with his eyes closed. Within a month, his confidence was back, and so was his stride. That's because true balance relies on 3 hidden systems. Your vestibular system in the inner ear, which tells the brain how your head is moving. Proprioceptors in your muscles and joints, which sense pressure and position. Small stabilizer muscles in your ankles and hips that act like shock absorbers. When these aren't challenged, they weaken silently. But when you train them, they sharpen again, no matter your age. Quick self-test. Stand near a counter or chair for safety. Lift one foot and hold for 10 seconds. Then try again with your eyes closed. If you wobble or reach for support, that's your wake-up call. Balance is trainable. It's never too late to rebuild. If this resonates with you, comment balance matters below. And let's move forward. Section 3. Vision and flexibility. Seeing clearly, moving freely. Most people blame age for stiffness and clumsiness, but often it's not age at all. It's underuse. And one of the sneakiest culprits behind falls isn't your legs, it's your eyes. Think about it. Your vision tells your brain where the floor is, how far the step drops, and whether that rug is bunched up. When eyesight fades, even slightly, your depth perception and reaction time, they suffer. Combine that with joints that haven't been stretched in years, and suddenly a simple turn of the head while driving or reaching for a shelf can become dangerous. Let me share the story of Ruth, 79. She had always prided herself on her independence, but she noticed she could no longer comfortably back her car out of the driveway. It wasn't pain, it was restriction. Her neck had stiffened, and she didn't realize how much her vision was working overtime to compensate. After her eye exam and a month of daily mobility drills, gentle head rotations, shoulder rolls, and seated spinal twists, she found herself not only driving with ease again, but also moving more fluidly in daily life. Here's the science. Joints are designed for variety. Walking moves you forward and back, but life requires rotation, side bending, and reaching overhead. Without stretching, the connective tissue shortens, robbing you of range. Without clear eyesight, your brain loses accurate feedback. The combination is a recipe for falls. Quick self-test. Slowly turn your head left, then right. Do you feel pulling, or can you barely glance over your shoulder? That stiffness is your red flag. Flexibility isn't about touching your toes like a gymnast. It's about keeping the freedom to garden, drive, and play with your grandkids. If this spoke to you, type "stretch to live" below, and let's keep going. Section 4. Core and posture, the foundation of stability. When most people think about balance, they picture their legs. But the truth is, your center of gravity is controlled by your core and posture. If those weaken, even strong legs won't keep you upright. Meet Harold, 76, a former mechanic who spent decades on his feet. In recent years, his daughter noticed his shoulders slumping forward and his steps getting shorter. He brushed it off as just aging. Then came the back spasms, followed by shortness of breath whenever he walked uphill. His doctor explained that his weakened core and rounded posture were compressing not only his spine, but also his lungs. The fix wasn't medication. It was posture training. Within weeks of doing simple wall stands, seated pelvic tilts, and deep breathing while bracing his abdomen, Harold stood taller, breathed easier, and walked without discomfort. Here's why this matters. Your core isn't just your abs. It's the network of deep muscles surrounding your spine, pelvis, and diaphragm. When they weaken, your posture shifts forward, your head juts out, and your nervous system is placed under constant stress. Poor posture also narrows your breathing capacity, strains your digestion, and accelerates fatigue. Quick self-test. Stand with your back to a wall. Try to touch your heels, hips, shoulders, and the back of your head to the wall at the same time. If you can't, or if it feels forced, your alignment is slipping. The encouraging news is that posture can be retrained at any age. 2 minutes a day of posture resets plus intentional breathing can transform how your body carries itself. This isn't about looking younger in photos. It's about protecting your spine, organs, and then independence. If you're nodding along, type posture power in the comments. Your body will thank you for it. Section 5. Medication and joint-friendly adjustments. Protecting yourself from hidden risks. Not all balance problems come from weak muscles or stiff joints. Sometimes the danger is sitting right in your medicine cabinet. Many common prescriptions, from blood pressure pills to sleep aids, can blur your vision, slow your reflexes, or trigger dizziness. And when you're already navigating the natural changes of aging, even a small side effect can tip you off balance. Take Eleanor, 81. She never had major health issues, but after being prescribed a new antihistamine, she noticed sudden spells of lightheadedness. One day, while carrying groceries, her legs gave out and she nearly hit the ground. After her doctor reviewed her medications, they discovered the culprit. Adjusting her treatment plan, combined with adding water aerobics twice a week, helped restore her confidence and steadiness. And here's something else few seniors consider. Walking while healthy can still overload your joints if it's the only activity you do. Hard pavement, uneven sidewalks, and repetitive pounding wear down cartilage, especially in knees and hips. Over time, that grinding accelerates arthritis rather than preventing it. The solution isn't to stop moving, it's to move smarter. Replace some of your walks with joint-friendly alternatives. Aquatic exercises where buoyancy takes pressure off your joints. Tai Chi, which builds balance through slow-flowing motions. Cycling or recumbent biking, which strengthens legs without pounding the pavement. Chair yoga, which gently works flexibility and stability. Quick self-test: sit in a sturdy chair and stand up without using your arms. If your knees or hips protest, your joints are signaling they need more support. Protecting your joints isn't about giving up walking. It's about adding variety so you can keep walking and pain-free for years to come. If this message struck you, type "protect my joints" in the comments, and let's bring it all together. Conclusion: your path to steady, confident living. Let's step back for a moment. We've uncovered that walking alone, while healthy, isn't enough to protect you from the biggest threat facing older adults: falls. The real shield is built from 5 pillars: stronger muscles, sharper balance, flexible joints, solid posture, and joint-smart movement with mindful attention to medications. Think of the people you've heard about today. Margaret rebuilding her strength, Thomas retraining his balance, Ruth regaining her neck mobility, Harold correcting his posture, Eleanor discovering safer routines. They didn't overhaul their lives overnight. They started small, and those small steps restored confidence, freedom, and independence. Here's the most important takeaway: balance isn't gone forever. It can be trained, rebuilt, and even improved at any age. Just 10 to 15 minutes a day of intentional practice can mean the difference between living in fear and living with freedom. So now I'll ask you, which of these 5 areas will you begin with? Share your answer in the comments. Your choice might encourage someone else who's reading right now. And if this video gave you value, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to Life After 65, and consider sharing it with a friend or family member over 60. Together, we're building a community of strong, steady, and independent seniors. Until next time, I'm Dr. Eli Morgan, reminding you to stay grounded, stay curious, and keep moving with confidence.